Hey guys, it's Sensei Mew2123455 back for some more Let's Play Feed the Beast. Now I know it's been a whole long time since I last uploaded this. Reasons. I had a hard drive crash since the last time I uploaded this. And of course, that took my world along with it, so I had to start from scratch and get back to where I was, which granted, shouldn't have taken that long, but I was also trying to decide what I wanted to do as far as, should I keep the world and just build in a different place, try to make an entirely new one. And since then, thanks to updates and Thaumcraft, I've been able to make my decision rather easily. Now I've made an entirely new base, an entirely new location that you should enjoy. So right over here, we have my base. As you can see, I've allowed morph again. I probably will rarely, if ever, use bat form, but I allowed morph because I wanted to use squid form, because that allows me to build, more easily at least, an underground base. Is this base not sweet? Obviously it looks terrible because I haven't really done anything by way of making the base actually look better, but as you can see, it's a work in progress, and it's going to look absolutely awesome in the end. Now anyway, before we can take care of that, there's one thing I want to solve, and that is energy. Because I can tell you what, having a setup that we made last episode with this over here, with the steam dynamo and all this stuff, I added the leadstone energy cell, and because, why not? This system works great. It gets all my stuff pulverized and processed. I need to get this Vintium out of here. And, it does a good enough job, but I really hate the way of powering it with charcoal. We want to fix that. We want to get lava power as soon as possible. So, what we're going to want to do is get ourselves to the Nether and get ourselves some lava power setup. Now, in order to do that without using any diamonds, which is my goal, I don't want to use any diamonds in the creation of this. We are going to want to build a smeltery. Now, in order to do that, we are going to need grout. And I have all the stuff I need ready here, as you can see. Grout is made by taking clay, sand, and gravel. Where's my gravel? Right here. And that turns into 2 grout. So doing that with 2 stacks will get you 2 stacks of grout. That will hopefully be all I need. I'll make just a little bit extra just to be safe. Just like so. Let's see, where is my gravel? I have gravel in there. Clay. Make that into some more grout for me, will you? There we go. Now we have some extra grout just in case. And what we want to do with this grout is we want to smelt it. So I'm going to throw it right into our redstone furnace. And we're going to have to wait for this to cook up before we can do anything. So give me one moment. And as you can see, I did move my Tinker's Construct stuff down here, just for convenience sake. Now I can have my Tinker's Construct down here because the Smeltery is part of Tinker's Construct. It will help us build stuff related to that, so it goes right here. And let me see, I might actually have to go into cheat mode for just a moment because I actually failed this recording one time. So I think I'm going to have to go into cheat mode just for one moment. You'll see why. Because a book, that the next volume basically of the materials in you is going to spawn, and I'm not going to be able to get it, so because I've already gotten it before and voided it, so I'm going to have to go into cheat mode and get it again. So why don't we just get it now? Mighty Smelting is the book that I need, that I would normally not be able to get because I already got it. I mean, there's a way to craft it, but I've got this book, and you should get it as soon as you make what I'm about to make. So, now we've got some seared bricks cooked up. Why don't I go ahead and just do this. This gets you a seared brick block, and hang on a sec, this didn't turn off. I want cheat mode to turn off, please. Turn off. There we go. So once you make a seared brick, that's when you should get the book Mighty Smelting, and if we take a look at Mighty Smelting, we can see that this tells us all about how to construct a smeltery. However, I'm going to construct one for you so you don't have to read all this. But otherwise, it tells you crafting recipes for different smeltery components, and it gives you information about the alloys that can be made in the smeltery, which are very important. We're going to want to have a look at that, and it also tells us some other things that can be made in the smeltery. You can make blood by damaging entities in the smeltery. You can make liquefied emeralds by melting down emeralds or villagers, which is an interesting way to get emeralds, which we will definitely do in the future. You can also get glue from melting down horses in the smeltery. That's interesting. You can also melt slime, apparently. That's weird. And it functions as a spawner for slimes. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. And you can also get liquid ender in here from melting down ender pearls or endermen. So that's also really cool if I can't think of a use for that off the bat. But anyway, let's go ahead and start making this smeltery. What we're going to want to do here is we're going to want a certain amount of seared bricks and other stuff. Right now I'm going to go ahead and make the most important component of the smeltery, and that is the smeltery controller. This is the heart of the smeltery. Without this block, your smeltery will not function as a multi-block. I'm going to set that right there. I'm also going to take these seared bricks and craft them into a block here. This is not going to be part of a smeltery, or an actual part of the smeltery, because you can't have blocks lower than the smeltery controller, or at least those blocks won't function as part of the smeltery that don't have a full line up there. But those are just going to be there for aesthetic purposes, because they'll have seared glass there, and, you know, we want it to look good too, right? So anyway, the first thing we need to do, if I have enough bricks for this, which I don't, so I can at least get started with this, but I don't have enough bricks, is you want to make a 9x9 pattern right in the center, as I have already hollowed out. And I need to go grab some more seared bricks. We should have some more here. Looks like we need to turn this back on. Like so. And let's see, we've got some more seared bricks coming. They're coming very slowly. I might have to just wait a while for those to come and finish smelting. If I have to, we'll see. So anyway, we start out with a 9x9 pattern of seared bricks like that. And the rest of this can be whatever we want. Well, we need to have one seared tank. So let's go ahead, and I don't have the seared bricks to make that. Let's see if some have finished. Yeah, plenty. That should make us a seared tank. In order to get a seared tank, we just want to take these and put a glass in the center, a piece of glass. That should get us the seared tank. This will hold lava, and as you can see here, I have some lava here. This is because of the failed attempt of the recording. I used up a whole bunch of lava, and of course got nothing out of it. So I made this tank here so I can take lava out of here and put it into the seared tank, and then I can just destroy this little tank when the lava runs out. So anyway, we can go ahead and fill this guy up with lava. It's actually as full as he's going to get, so I'll just put this back in here. And here we have this. Obviously the multi-structure block hasn't worked yet, so we need to get some more seared bricks. I think I will cut until a sufficient amount are done for me to actually get going with this. So see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, I just took some time and waited for the grout I put in there to finish smelting. So now we've got all the bricks that I got from that. So why don't we go over here and finish building out our smeltery. First we need some more seared bricks. Why don't I place the ones I've got in first? So we need to place bricks here, here, here. And we need to get some more bricks, place those there. So let's do that. Let's grab ourselves some seared bricks. We don't need to be in this crafting table to do that. We'll just take 1, 2, 3 seared bricks. Put them here, here, and not there. Come here. No, stupid. There we go. Put that there. We can knock this torch out. It's not going to be necessary here in a moment. And then we can take 3 more seared bricks and place them there. 1, 2, 3. Grab those 3 and place them here, here, and here. And now our smeltery, well, we need one more. Okay. Well, I actually want to not make that a seared brick, so I'm going to go ahead and make what I want to have there, which is a smeltery window, which is made like so. Or a seared window. And I'll have that right there. Now the smeltery multi-block should form, and you know you've done it right when you see that your smeltery controller starts flaming. So now we can put things into the smeltery and it will melt. However, this is not the biggest smeltery that is possible, and we want that. So I'm going to go ahead and make 9 more of these guys, which I don't believe that will be enough for. Go ahead and make 9 more of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll be all of those that we need. And we'll go ahead and place those back here, here, here. And if we go back here, we can place them there, there, and there. And I'm actually going to place some right here and here. I actually made more than I needed. Oh well, that doesn't really matter that much. What we need now is we are going to make 2 smeltery drains, which are made like so. And we want those to go here and here. You don't have to build the smeltery exactly like this. It can be, if you read the your mighty smelting, it says the smeltery is made with 1 smeltery controller, 1 seared tank, 9 seared bricks, any combination of 10 seared bricks, seared tanks, or drains that can all go along the edge. You need at least 1 faucet to get metals out, and a casting table to put things in. So that's all you really need. I'm just throwing in extra stuff, and of course the windows and all that stuff are there for decorative purposes. Speaking of windows, I need 3 more of those. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, you're kidding. Believe it or not, I need more seared bricks. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm going to go off camera and make some more of those. Alright, whew. We need a lot of seared bricks for this, don't we? It's a good thing I got plenty of the components. Alright, and I wanted 3 of these seared windows, which means I'll just do this. There we go. And we'll go ahead and place these up here. Here, here, and here. And there we go. That should give us all of the stuff that we need to have a second level of the smeltery. Oh wait, and we want 1 more seared window there. That's right. I like being able to see next to my drains. So I'll go ahead and place a seared window there as well. I'll place that right there like so. Basically, the windows just allow us to see inside the smeltery, which is a really nice thing to be able to do. And now we're going to go ahead and make some smeltery faucets. We are going to make 2 of those. 1, 2. And then we're going to make 2 things. We are going to make the casting table, like so. And we're going to make the casting basin, just like that. And now we have all the components we need to get the smeltery up and running. So we're going to place that and that right there and there. And then I'm going to take the casting table, place that down there. And I'll take our casting basin and place that right here. There we go. Now we have pretty much all the things for the that we need for the smeltery to work. However, I'm going to do one more thing with our bricks set up, and I'm going to, which is make something rather cool with our bricks, a new table that should help us out. And for that, we need 4 blocks of iron for this. So yeah, I know it's a lot of iron. It's the reason why I've got out all the iron I have, even though it's like nothing close to the iron that's actually required. We're going to want a few more of these guys. Come here. There we go. 3 more of those, not 4. There we go. And now we're going to make a block called the Tool Forge, which will allow us to make the higher tier Tinker's Construct tools. What am I missing? Tool forge. Missing something here. Oh, I need a tool station. Well, I'm holding one, so I'll go ahead and use that one for now. And now we've got ourselves a tool forge. I'll go ahead and replace this tool station with it. Just like so. And what the tool forge allows us to do is it's the higher tier version of the tool station. It allows us to craft some higher tier weapons, like the higher tier tools, rather. Some of them are weapons. Tools like the hammer, which is incredible for mining, the lumber axe, which is incredible for chopping down trees, the excavator, which is for digging, the scythe, so on and so forth. We can get into each of those as we want to, but for now, and you can also see I've got this chest. You'll see why I have this chest here momentarily. But now our smeltery is up and running, except for some other components that we need to gather that we need the smeltery to make. So why don't we go up here? I need to go gather some things from my storage up in here. I need to come up with a better storage method than just in here. Let's see, we've got a block of aluminum brass in here. Well, we don't want that. I need to void that later. That's from the previous recording. I'm going to put that in my inventory just so I can get rid of it, because that's from the previous recording, something I forgot to void, or rather my previous attempt at this recording. Why don't I just throw this in here, and we'll call that good. It will despawn eventually, so I don't have to go into cheat mode to void it. Oh right, I have a trash can. I could have done that, but alas, it doesn't really matter. Now what we're going to want to do here is we're going to take our aluminum ore, and we are also going to take some copper. I've got some copper ingots on me, and we're going to put our aluminum ore into here. Well, first, since this is an alloy, why don't we take out our mighty smelting and measure out our proportions accurately instead of just throwing things into the smeltery willy-nilly. So, in order to make our aluminum brass, we're going to want to put 3 aluminum and 1 copper in there. Now, aluminum ore counts as 2 aluminum ingots, so keep that in mind when you're mixing this stuff up. So if we put 3 of these ores in here, we'll want to put, like, what was the proportions? 3 to 1 copper? Yes, 3 aluminum to 1 copper. So if we put 3 of the ores in there, then that would get us 12, in which case we'll want to put 4 copper in there. So alright, so 3, double those. Well, actually, that'll get us 6, in which case we'll want to put 3 copper in. So there we go. And that should be more than plenty. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. So that should get us 6 aluminum ore right here. So this will turn 2, 4, 6. And then we'll want... How do I want to do that? We've got it like that. We can also do this, in case that's not enough. I'll take these out for now, actually. We'll see if this is enough. I won't need much of this aluminum brass for the start here. So yeah, 6 aluminum, and then that should turn all of that into aluminum brass. Just waiting for that to finish. I will cut afterwards. I just wanted to see you guys to see how this works. The whole put this in here and you just wait for the progress bar to complete, and then inside of here all that should mix together and we automatically get 8 ingots of molten aluminum brass. That should be plenty for my purposes. Let me see, I have some stone on me, so that's good. I'm going to want to make some things right now that will be helpful for us. We are going to make a stone pickaxe head. We're going to make these out of just whatever for now, because we're going to use these to make casts. We'll make that out of stone, the tool rod, and we're going to make the tool binding out of stone. This will help us as we try to get ourselves towards lava power. Remember, that is our ultimate goal. The smeltery is great, but lava power is our ultimate goal. We're going to place our pickaxe head right in there and pour our molten aluminum brass onto it. And that should get us a pickaxe head cast right here. Now we can go ahead and take our pickaxe head. I'm going to throw it in there for now. I'll probably void it eventually. And we can put our pickaxe head cast in there just to keep my inventory nice and clean. We'll take our tool rod and we'll pour our stuff onto there, and we can get a tool rod cast. And I'm sure you're asking me, why are we doing this when we already have the stencils for this stuff? Well, the stencils won't work with the smeltery when we're making tools. And you can't just, take an iron ingot and put it in the tool forge and put it into our part builder, rather, take an iron ingot and expect to get an iron tool cast, a tool binding, or an iron pickaxe head. It just doesn't work that way. The smeltery is required. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start getting into making some of these tools. I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and actually what we're going to want to do here is we need to get the remaining ingots of aluminum brass out of there. So what we're going to want to do is we can take any ingot. I'm going to take just one of these copper ingots that I have in my inventory, place it there, and we can make an ingot cast with our aluminum brass, just like so. I'm going to place that down, and we're going to get the rest of this aluminum brass out of there, so 4 ingots worth. So there's one. Oh, I didn't want to take that out. Oh, well, that's one way to get the aluminum brass out. Pouring out aluminum brass with nothing in the casting table gets you a blank cast, which you can use in some crafting recipes, but we aren't going to be using it for a while yet, so I'm just going to throw it right back into the smeltery and melt it straight back down, and it'll turn back into an ingot of aluminum brass once it's done. So now we have to wait for that for just a little bit while I pour out what's in there. And I'll come back to you guys once that's done cooking up in there. Alright, there we go. All done. Now, the smeltery is completely empty of all that stuff. Why don't I put the aluminum brass in here where it's going to be the most useful. And let's see here. The next thing we want to do is we need to make a certain alloy, basically. We need to, if we go into our mighty smelting, there's a certain alloy that we want to make. First, let me go into our materials menu right here that teaches us about the materials that we can use for our tools and what their mining levels are. So right now we are using, if we go over to our materials chapter, we're using like stone and wood for all our stuff. Then we upgrade up to iron. Iron, of course, has a mining... There's a mining level here. The mining level for iron is 2, or redstone, which basically allows you to pick up diamonds and all the other stuff of that mining level. But if we go up here, we can see other things, like obsidian has a mining level of obsidian. And we also have alumite, which has a mining level of 4, which is cobalt. Now, this is actually the pickaxe that we're going to want to make. We're going to want to make an alumite pickaxe, because that will not only get us into the nether, but it will also get us the stuff that we want inside the nether, which is cobalt and ardite, which we wouldn't be able to pick up even with a diamond pickaxe. And even better, it's possible to get alumite without using a single diamond. And since I don't have any diamonds at the moment, that is ideal. So that is what we shall do. Now, we're going to have to pull off a little bit of trickery to get alumite, because if we go into our mighty smelting, it turns out that alumite, if we can find it, I skipped it. Alumite is made from 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. Well, sensei, we need diamonds to mine obsidian, so how are we going to do this without using any diamonds? Well, we can actually make obsidian using a block from thermal expansion called the igneous extruder. If we look this up, come on, keyboard, cooperate with me now. If we go over and look at the igneous extruder, we can see that it's not a very difficult crafting recipe, just a machine frame and a pneumatic servo, which is made like so with 2 iron, glass, and redstone. And of course, we've made a machine frame before. You've seen that. You can make it with iron, glass, and gold. And we also need a piston and 2 tins, so that's real easy. So why don't we go ahead and make that right now? We should have everything that we need. So first, let's go ahead and make ourselves a piston. Just 1. Ooh, our inventory is going to get real tight. Why don't I throw that in there? I might throw some other things in there if we don't have enough space. But I'm just going to go ahead and make ourselves all the things that we need. What am I missing for the machine frame here? Oh, I used the wrong recipe. There we go. I used the one that has steel. I don't know why you would ever make a machine frame out of steel. That just seems like a wasted effort there. Anyway, we need a pneumatic servo, like so. Alright, come back to me, my stuff. And now we should have everything we need to go ahead and make ourselves an igneous extruder. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in this room. And I'm going to set it right here. Like that. So, there's our igneous extruder. It is sitting here, and there's a couple different modes on it, as you can see. You can make cobblestone with it, you can make stone with it, and you can also make obsidian with it. Now we have two liquid bars on either side here. Lava goes on this side, water goes on this side, and I'll explain how you make each of these things. Cobblestone can be infinitely generated by having just one bucket of water in here and one bucket of lava in here. Smooth stone can be pretty much infinitely generated if you have an infinite water source here and a way to infinitely pump it in. Then you can make infinite smooth stone because it uses up one bucket of water but it does not use up any lava. And then you have obsidian, which uses up a bucket of water and a bucket of lava when made. As we all know, that's how it works. So, we want to make obsidian, which means we're going to need some lava, which we've got over here, some spare lava. And we'll go ahead and throw our 4 buckets of lava in here. That's the maximum it can hold at a time. And we can go ahead and make all the alumite that we're going to want from there. And then after that, we can just get obsidian the regular way once we've made our alumite pickaxe. Although, of course, it wouldn't hurt to get the rest of the obsidian that we need using this method. I mean, we can certainly do that, and it's going to start making obsidian now. Okay, I preset it that way. Good. So this is going to make ourselves 4 pieces of obsidian, and then I'll just set this thing to start infinitely generating cobblestone, because, you know, well, do I really want it to do that? I don't think I want it to do that. Eventually I'm going to have this thing set up so that it infinitely generates stone, but for now we'll just generate this 4 obsidian and then be done with it, because I just need to put another aqueous accumulator there and have the aqueous accumulator pump water into here, and then that should be good. Or I can just use the water from that one over there, and that should be fine. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't feel like making any more pipes right now, since that's not what we're focusing on. But for now that we have our 4 obsidian, we have everything that we need in order to get this going. So why don't we take some of our aluminum ore. Oh, and that's right, we have some aluminum brass ingots. We can throw one in there to offset one of these things here. So we have 4 obsidian. Actually, we only need like 1 or 2. Because this acts like an ore in that you'll get 2 obsidian ingots from one single piece of obsidian. And let's see here, if I remember correctly, we get multiple pieces of alumite from just one craft in here. So we get alumite made from 5 aluminum, 2 iron, 2 obsidian. It doesn't tell us exactly how much you get. But let's just throw our ingredients in there and see how we do. So, there's 1 obsidian. Here's some aluminum. That's going to get us 4. That'll get us 6. We'll have like 1 extra, but that'll be fine. I don't know why I got these out. This aluminum brass, not straight up aluminum, which is what we really need. And then we also need 2 iron. This will be enough for a single craft. We'll see how much we get. I'll cut until it's done, because the obsidian will take a while. Alright, so that got us 3 ingots of molten alumite. That's all we really need. So, in fact, that's a little bit more than we need. 2 would have done us just fine. So anyway, now that we have all that molten alumite in there, we're going to go ahead and make a fully alumite pickaxe. Just because, you know, I don't want to worry too much about what this pickaxe is made out of. because there's an even higher tier pickaxe above this one that we'll ultimately want to have. So I'm just going to grab all the materials we need to craft this pickaxe. Come on, scroll over to the... Sometimes my mouse's scroll bar doesn't work as well as I would like. I'm just going to grab all this stuff. I'm going to drop some of these seared bricks in there here for now, just to make up some room. And I want this to go right here, like so. And now we have probably 1 ingot of alumite left over in here. We still have an ingot of aluminum in there, so let's go ahead and empty those out of there. Take this, we'll put it back in here. Grab this. Oops. That's alright. We'll put our ingot of alumite in here. This will give us at least 1 repair of our tool, I suppose. And then we need to get the final ingot of aluminum out of there. Full inventory, but that's okay. We're going to clear some of it up right here. And since we're coming pretty close to the wrapping up point, this will be the last thing I do. We'll go ahead and take our pickaxe and we'll make a fully Alumite pickaxe, like so. And we'll just simply call it Alumite pickaxe. It doesn't need some special name because I'm going to move on to one almost immediately once we have the materials. So here's our Alumite pickaxe. It comes with reinforced 2 because of the Alumite on it. And boom, now we have an even better pickaxe. I'll still continue to use my stone pickaxe because it's really easy to repair. Sorry for the hiccup. It's really easy to repair by simply, taking a piece of cobblestone. Cobblestone you get from just doing anything. And then you can just put that in there and repair the tool. So it's incredibly easy to repair. That's the advantage of stone. So I will keep that for quite a bit. But for now, we have reached a wrapping up point, and we've got pretty much everything I want to get done. We've successfully made our Alumite pickaxe, which gets us a step closer to going to the Nether. Now I just need to either mine up some obsidian the normal way, or just, craft some more obsidian in the igneous extruder. But ultimately, I want to set this thing up with an aqueous accumulator so that it starts infinitely generating stone, and I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. So for now, this has been Sensei Mew 2123455, and I'll see you guys next time.